Welcome to the Dreamlands. We are back with some more Deserts of Kharak multiplayer action. This time around, we're going to take a look at a 2 versus 2 on Canyon Outpost. This is absolutely one of my favorite maps in the game. It is just so damn cool. And I don't believe I've had the opportunity to cast a game on it just yet, so I am pretty stoked on that. And what do we got? We got Team 1 is going to be Coalition and Soban, and Team 2 is going to be Soban and Coalition. So, kind of a mirror matchup here. This should be pretty darn neat. So let's bring up the production tabs, let's reveal the map, and just before we get into player introductions, I want to look at this map because it is so cool. Definitely one of my favorite maps in the entire game. The terrain on this map is so good for a 2v2 map. Unlike most maps in this game, it's not kind of like a wide open desert with just dunes as terrain. You have these like rocky mountainous kind of formations that form big impassable terrain chunks and block line of sight, of course. You kind of have valleys through the passes in between rocky formations. Now the most interesting thing about this map is the terrain in the center. You can see there's a gigantic starship wreck, and it's kind of sunken into these depressions in the earth. And what this does is this creates essentially bridges through the center. So you've got two bridges, one through mid, one through the left side of the map, and then the right side of the map where both teams' extraction points are is kind of like wide open terrain. There's a bunch of dunes that you can use for high ground and for blocking line of sight. But again, the terrain is like, in the open areas like this, the terrain features are pretty large. So this map is quite big, one of the bigger maps, and it's awesome. I'm pretty stoked about this. And not only its layout, but aesthetically, it's also one of my favorite maps. You can see it's basically a Galcian outpost. There's Galcian buildings in among the rocks, and this map's very reminiscent of the Mission 7 from the campaign, the Galcian base mission, which is one of my favorite missions for sure. That's another reason I like it so much. So with that, let's do player introductions. So we have got Team 1 spawning on the south side of Canyon Meadows. It is going to be Megarith, playing as the Red and White Coalition. Very, very cool. And his ally is going to be Data, playing as the Black Soban, looking pretty damn badass. Now their opponents spawning on the north side of Canyon Outpost. It is going to be Obi-Wan, playing as the Gray and Black Soban. And his ally is going to be Rewarend. I think I'm saying that correctly. Rewarend. Yeah, kind of a neat name. Anyway, he is going to be playing as the kind of olive green coalition, which is pretty cool. Now this is a 2v2 on a pretty large map, so I fully expect to see more macro-oriented games. We can see there's a little bit of skirmishing going on in the center, but nothing really decisive. Team 1 and Team 2 have both claimed an artifact, and it looks like it's going to be a race for this third artifact here. Megarith's... Is that Megarith's base runner? It is indeed. Huh, this is interesting. Obi-Wan's base runner is actually following his allies, probably to put down a turret, perhaps? Or wait, he's a Soban base runner, so he can't do that. Not sure why he's following him there, but this means that Team 1 is definitely going to grab this artifact. Very likely a turret going down here from Megarith. Yes, indeed. This is going to totally secure this location, and that means it looks like we're going to have a 2-1 lead in terms of artifacts. Other than that, pretty much few LAVs on the field, skirmishing in the center, and both teams looking to set up a pretty macro-oriented game, as a matter of fact. Obi-Wan already has a support cruiser on the field, and he has tech directly to AAVs, looking pretty strong. Rewarend also has a support cruiser, so Team 2 mining off of 2 bases apiece. Team 1 mining off of 2 bases apiece as well. Each player with support cruisers, so that is pretty darn good. And kind of what I expected to see, to tell you the truth. This map is really good for macro kind of openers due to its size and due to the tightness of the terrain here. Like if you can hold off this pass and this pass, you pretty much take all 3 expansions unmolested. So that's pretty good. Now we got tons of AAVs coming out for Data. He's going to look in a pretty strong spot, but we have early railguns, as a matter of fact, coming out from Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan, with that fast expand, teching directly to AAV and rail, that's really nice. That's actually going to help him a lot against... Holy Christ, look at all these AAVs. I like this build a lot, actually. Data has gone for a large number of AAVs, and on the back of that, he has actually teched up to fighters, strike fighters. He's got 3 strike fighters in the hangar and 5 AAVs on the field, so if he wants to push out right now, he could do a massive amount of damage here with those forces. What's Megarith got? Megarith has gone... Holy crap, Assault Cruiser Fabrication is already researching for Megarith. So Megarith has basically gone for like mass LAVs directly into Assault Cruisers, which is utterly crazy, to tell you the truth. I've never ever seen this before. And he's spamming out the upgrades for the LAVs as well. I really like this play from both players on Team 1. We do have a 2-1 lead. Oh, my apologies. This is actually Team 2 down here. Alright, that's neat. So anyway, Team 2 is our southern spawn team here. So Megarith and Data, Team 2. We've got LAVs and assault ships. We've got AAVs and strike fighters. Really, really nice composition. And look at the number of railguns, man. Damn. So Relorend going LAV into railgun, and Obi-Wan going AAVs and railguns. So pretty interesting to see how this first couple of engagements will shape up. Both players kind of content to just sit back and get their macro going. Obi-Wan is already fully mining on 3 bases. So is Data in about 10 more seconds here. And so is Megarith, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, we are gearing up for a big macro game, and I like that quite a bit. We do have a bit of a push here coming through mid. And this push is going to absolutely shut down all of these LAVs. What are we looking at for upgrades, though? Okay, these LAVs are just going to rampage through all of this stuff. Really, really nice move by Megarith here. He was able to clean up all of those LAVs, and now he is definitely going to get all of these railguns for sure. But a sweet turret placement up on the hill there from Relorend. Good lord, it's hard to say that guy's name. Relorend. Maybe you can tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong or something. Oh, just a little bit of a misclick here. I think Megarith forgot about his LAVs, and now they're all going to die. Oh, that's brutal, man. That was such a nice attack, too. Brutality. Oh, and I totally missed Data's big push. Look at the 6 strike fighters. He just wrecked all of Obi-Wan's forces with his strike fighters, and now he's pushing into his economy with these 5 AAVs. I like this build a lot. These AAVs are upgraded as well with armor. They're starting to get some veterancy going. This is crazy, actually. This is a really, really successful push. To be honest, I think he wants to focus the salvagers instead of the support cruiser. These AAVs do not have the DPS to take out that support cruiser. Holy Christ, we have a gunship as well. Data looking very, very strong in this game, actually. This gunship is just going to crap all over these railguns. Is he actually going to get this support cruiser? There's no way. There's no way he will. I'm actually in suspense right now. Is he gonna do it? He did it! What the hell? Oh man. Okay, I totally didn't think that he could do that, but he totally did. So that was a crazily strong push from Data. He actually cleaned up this entire 3rd mining location, killed a support cruiser, and this one AAV is still alive and just causing such a major pain in the ass here. On the back of that, strike fighters and a gunship, man. Devastating. So this has forced Obi-Wan to get missile batteries on the field, Those missile batteries are going to see these strike fighters off quite handily. I hope I didn't miss another big engagement on this side. It doesn't look like I did. Megarith with this crate. All the players, like Team 2's compositions are really cool, I gotta say. I've never seen these particular builds before, and I gotta say I like them quite a bit. Team 1 is trying to get an artifact. That is not gonna happen. Actually, they're trying to get 2 artifacts. I don't think there's any way for that to happen. With these 8 LAVs and assault cruisers on the field, they are just going to lay waste to all. 3 turrets? Oh my god, look at this. Okay, that's an anti-air turret and then 2 ground turrets, so that's actually a pretty damn strong position here. I'll be shocked if they get these in, though. These assault cruisers are fast and they can just wreck all of these turrets. Now, Megarith is bringing his carrier out front here. He has 3 support cruisers. He is mining on 3 resource locations completely. On the left side, Data seems to be content to just hold the bridge with a large group of railguns. I do like that. And use air support to snipe a base runner. He does it. Is he going to get the second one? I don't know. For some reason that base runner stopped. Oh, to put down an anti-air turret post. That's cool. It's actually a decent move. It can be focused down now, though. Look at this air spam, man. That is really, really sweet. I gotta say, this is a really cool game. That one push by Data, man. Holy crap, that wrecked Obi-Wan. That was a really, really good push. And now the railguns are coming across the bridge. They got upgrades. They do have upgrades. It's just these Soban railguns are so good.
Assault cruiser ready for assignment. Alert, friendly taking hostile fire. We need a turret set in place. Light attack vehicle online.
I think Data wants to bring his railguns back. He doesn't care, though. This is pretty interesting, too. I don't see any power in armed logistics. And by interesting, I mean bad. You really, really need at least a few levels of power in armed logistics to be competitive with Soban. Their carrier just does not have the damage output. But again, you can see with these bridges here in this map, it can be really, really hard for the players that are spawning on the left side here to push through into each other. So the dynamic often ends up being in this map that the left side player has to hold home base while the right side player pushes forward into the open ground and secures the extraction zones. On the back of this, Team 2 was able to, at some point, get a 3rd artifact, so they now have the 3-1 artifact lead. I do like that quite a bit. They're looking pretty strong. Data is holding the bridge successfully, but I mean, he is definitely falling behind into... Whoa! Look at how many strike fighters he has. He has a full hangar. That's 15 strike fighters and a gunship. So he has basically gone for mass air, and I like that. If he can build just enough units to hold the bridge and then just have all of these air forces support his ally on the other side of the field, he will be looking pretty damn good. But look at this number of Soban railguns. This is nothing to sneeze at, man. They're just going to absolutely stomp through here and can actually kill Data's carrier if he's not careful. One thing that I've got to say is Obi-Wan definitely needs more anti-air. He only has 2 missile batteries, and that is definitely not enough to deal with 15 strike fighters. Not even close. Now that Data's carrier is in serious threat, he's going to have to flee, I gotta say. But he's going to stand and fight. Needs some armed logistics modules here. This is a crazy battle. Look at this fight. His carrier might die, actually. What a battle, though. Holy crap, man. Nice counterattack by Obi-Wan, I gotta say. I think, to be honest, the thing that really screwed him in this fight is only having 2 missile batteries. That is definitely not enough. So he was able to do some significant damage to Data here. Data lost like the majority of his air force actually, and he's been pushed all the way back. His carrier is like well below 50% health, and a huge backstab coming from Reverend. Awesome. I love this play quite a bit, and this is assault cruisers and railguns. This is a serious push here. This support cruiser is definitely going to go down. Boom, there it goes. 2 resourcing locations have been totally shut down. Megarith's main is actually in a significant amount of danger right now. He needs to get the hell out of there. This was a great backstab from Reverend. I'm just going to call him Reverend. Fuck it. I can't say that. So, a good attack, I gotta say, did some pretty significant damage. All of these units are pretty much forfeit at this point, though. This is gonna be a brutal slugfest between these assault cruisers. Look at this, man. Oh, nice fight. I gotta say, this game is damn good. I'm glad Megarith sent it to me, as a matter of fact. Look at Data. What the fuck? Look at all of these AAVs. 9? 8 railguns? Holy smokes, man. He needs to get his carrier repaired up. Okay, there, he's got a support cruiser on the field now. That's good news. And it looks like we've got a good old Mexican standoff here. We've got Data on one side of the bridge, Obi-Wan on the other side. Both players with massive... Oh boy, a nuke. Is this a cruise missile? Oh, nice cruise missile. That was awesome. Pretty good play by Megarith here, and I like the fact that he was targeting Obi-Wan with that, because Obi-Wan was the player that suffered the most economic damage from Data's attack early in the game. And Obi-Wan's going to go for it again. Is he going to have enough? What has he got? He has got upgrades. He's got 10 armor on his railguns compared to the 9 armor on Data's railguns, so that's really good. Plus the increased rate of fire. Oh wait, these are both Soban. Okay, so pretty much neck and neck. We do have an upgrade advantage for Obi-Wan though, and he is definitely going to take this fight with a very, very nice push across the bridge. Where's his... Okay, good. He does have 2 missile batteries now. Data is getting pushed back big time. We're still sitting at 3-1. Okay, 4-1. So Megarith was able to use his carrier offensively, supported by his assault cruisers to secure the 4th artifact. All they need now is 1 artifact, and it is actually en route. We've got Data's carrier, or Data's base runner with the final artifact en route. Unless Team 1 makes something happen, like right now, they have minutes before this game is over. Some seriously good action in this game, though. I really, really enjoyed this. Just some brutal battles across this bridge, man. I can't get over that. That was awesome. But I'm going to say that this is probably a game really well played by Team 2. They're going to take it with the 5th artifact. Man, I've seen like so many swarms of sand skimmers coming here, and I just haven't been able to comment on it because I was really wanting to capture this combat on the left side of the bridge. But, man, there's been constant LAV harassment from Megarith. And that's exactly what you want to do. Keep your opponent on his back foot while you secure your extraction zone. And so we have got the final base runner about to deliver the artifact. That is going to be a win for Team 2. Awesome game. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed that. What? What is he doing? That was kind of funny. Alright, there it is, the 5th artifact, so a 5-1. I would say that this game was a lot closer than the artifact score made it out to be. I mean, Data came close to dying twice to big, big pushes from Obi-Wan, and a really nice backstab came from Reverend, and totally decimated Megarith's economy, so that was pretty good. I would say it's a pretty damn close game. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Smash that thumbs up if you did, hit that subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you next time.